Hello, Facebook. Go live over here. Hello, hello. Carrie here. So glad that you have joined me for my workshop. Part one of two is happening right now. Next part will be next Wednesday, and I'm excited to come in here and share with you guys a little bit more about my story and about how I came to the realization that what most people are looking for in their health is actually resilience. And so, even if you've been here for a while, or if you're new here, or whatever it might be, I just want to share with you a little bit about my story. Maybe you have heard it, maybe not, but how I really came to where I am right now, and why I'm really excited about bringing you something new and exciting come Friday. If you have any questions at all or any comments, please put them below, and I'd love to answer those as we go, or just to hear from you. Let me know if you're on live with me, where you're watching from, and what you're up to today. All right, so my name is Carrie Cootie. You probably know that because all of my channels are called that. But a little bit about me: I am a Christian. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of two, and I'm a pharmacist. I'm also an integrative health practitioner. So I'm a conventionally trained pharmacist. But about probably 10 years ago, I really found myself in a major predicament. I'd realized that from the time I had started work, which was about 16, I started working at a community pharmacy, till the time I was about 24 when I had graduated pharmacy school. I realized that the script count, the prescription count per person, had tripled, if not quadrupled. And I was going from an average of like two prescriptions per patient to about 8 or 10 per person, and even upwards of 20 to 30. It was kind of crazy to even see that. And people were ending up on dozens of these medications because they really didn't get to what was the true cause of their symptoms in the first place, and that was throwing them further and further off balance. And so I realized in this that I could either, that the medical system was broken, and that I could basically either continue down the path I was going or be part of the solution. And it was interesting while I was having sort of this realization. But what do you do when you paid all this money to go to pharmacy school, and you're making good money as a pharmacist, right? I mean, you're not just going to necessarily just quit your job when you have this realization. So of course I was continuing to work, but it was interesting. In the middle of this, I gave birth to my daughter. And through that, I was actively kind of seeking to change our lifestyle, as far as cleaning or personal care, or how we were being more preventative, which is what I really saw as a great opportunity to avoid going to see me as a pharmacist. Right? I really was struck with how powerful that could be as far as prevention goes. And it wasn't until about 9 months after she was born that I was introduced to something that really changed the trajectory of my life as a whole, which was essential oils. And so I didn't realize how one tool could change so much, and it was a major leap forward for myself and my family. And so I was all in from the moment that I was introduced to them, because I realized how big of an impact they were having on myself and my family. But long story short, this is actually what catapulted me forward financially in my journey as well. It was actually the vehicle that allowed me to help so many people, and it allowed also my vision to be expanded as far as how we can be more preventative in our health and how we can use natural means for our health. But it was also a vehicle for me to pay off all of my student loans and leave my pharmacy job. And that was such a blessing. I just see God's hand in all of it, and I know that all of that had happened for a reason. But it was in helping and educating people with this tool, that it really, like I said, it really opened my eyes to all that can be done naturally, and how we can begin to help our body heal naturally. And it's been such a joy to help people with this tool over the last 7.5 years, and obviously continuing to do that, and will continue to do that. But helping other people help people in this area is something I'm passionate about too. But there came a time, though, that I kind of felt like there was another step out there. I didn't really get lost. I just kind of just kept feeling like there was something more. And so that kind of went on for a couple of years, to be honest. Because the thing is, people would come to me, and, they would tell me symptoms, and I would kind of help them as best that I could. but I was sort of guessing at what the real issue was that was behind these symptoms. And I was able to provide them with natural relief, but the symptoms wouldn't always go away and they wouldn't always subside. Sometimes they would, but sometimes they wouldn't. And if there's anything I want, like, it's impact. Like, I don't just want to help someone get halfway there. Like, I want them to help them get true healing, like all the way there. And so that really is what kind of made me realize, okay, there's another step to this, and I really want to help people get to the root issue of whatever's going on in their health. And that kind of inside of me, that desire, and coupled with lots of prayer, was what led me to kind of my next step in the journey that I'm on, which was the Integrative Health Practitioner Program. And right away, I knew it was what I've been looking for. Like, right away. It's just crazy how when God answers a prayer, you just know. But I quickly was like, yes, this is what I want to do. And I completed level 1, which is all about foundational practices in your health and really going into detail on why these things happen and the different processes and things. And then I also completed level 2, which is all about functional labs. And that's what the second part of this workshop is going to be. So if you want more information on that, it's coming soon, but I'm really going to focus on other things in this video, but that'll come later. But the thing is, I believe our body is out of balance, and that is why we see the symptoms and the diseases of our body start to happen. And it's not because we were born this way. That does play a part in it. We're definitely not stuck in the ways that we feel and the diagnosis that we might have been given. We're not stuck there. And I believe that it's all because our body's out of balance, and that's why we see these symptoms and these overpouring of buildup in our body in the form of diseases. And so I learned all about the intricate details of that. It was so fascinating to me. It kind of put together everything that I'd been learning over the last 10 years, or probably 10 years plus. But what are the things that throw our bodies off balance? These are things like gut imbalances, overgrowth, different things like that, things that are going on in our gut. That's such a huge part of this. Compromised detoxification pathways. If we have buildup that we can't get rid of, that's going to cause these things to happen. Stress, big one. Stress is huge. And also just toxin overload. Like, we just are exposed to so many different chemicals and things in our environment that our body just was not made to deal with, to be honest. It can deal with them, but it wasn't made to deal with them. And so those things really add up. And our barrel, our glass, whatever you want to call it, starts to get full. And then when it overflows, we start to see the symptoms and then the diseases of our body. And so these are things that I didn't learn in pharmacy school. I didn't learn any of this. And so I was really intrigued with it, though. And over the years, like I said, I've helped many people. And the one through line in that is that they really just want to feel less symptoms and they want to regain their health back. And they really want it to last. I think I attract people that they know I'm not all about the quick fix. And so they come to me and they really want to know, like, what can they do to get rid of these symptoms and to regain the energy and their health back. And they want it to last. I mean, they don't want a little thing that's gonna, make it go away for a month. Right? They want lasting health. And I completely, I believe that wholeheartedly. That's what I want too. And so I think that's why I attract those people. But with the knowledge that I now had, I finally felt like I had the tools to help people. Like, I really feel confident in that now. Not that I didn't before to some level, but it's just the more you know and the more that I can help you with that, it just comes with more confidence in that. But remember, I'm all about impact. And if I were to tell you if I were to tell you everything that you needed to know about these foundational practices and rebalancing, it would literally take me over 10 hours at least. And I wouldn't be able to help that many people. And I really want to help as many people as I can with this information that I've learned and with experiences and with the tools that I know how to use. And so this is exactly why I spent a lot of my time and energy and brain power creating this new course. It's called Rebalance for Resilience course, and it's a way that you can learn on your own time everything that you need to know to get well on your way to rebalancing your health and to getting rid of those symptoms for a fraction of the cost of working one-on-one with me. And the thing is, like I said, I really put all this together because I want to help the most people that I can and do it in the most economical way that I can. And that is exactly why I created this course. So what's covered in the course? is broken up into 3 modules. There's foundational practices, there's stress, and then there's detoxification. And in the foundation module, I give you practical, impactful information on those 3 things: diet, exercise, and supplements. But I put it in a very simple way that you can understand and is actionable. Obviously, you can take action on these things, which is very key. But the whole point of the foundation module is to create a solid foundation so that you are more resilient when things come. Because we're going to have different events that come that we're exposed to different things, like heavy metals or virus or bacteria or a traumatic event that really causes a lot of stress on your body. And I want you to have a solid foundation, and I want your glass or your barrel to be not that full, so that when you do get a pouring in, right? Maybe like you think of like a storm comes and you get a lot of rain, it doesn't overflow and you don't see those symptoms or those diagnoses that we don't want. And so that's why foundation is so key, and it's the first step. So in this next module, we dive into stress, and this is the biggest module because it creates such havoc on your body. And so I really wanted to go through these different things and the different ways that it does cause havoc on your body so that you really understand. So we dive into what are the 3 stressors: hormones, stress and thyroid, stress in your gut, and then also stress and weight gain. And then, of course, at the end of that module, I talk all about how you can counteract these things and really get rest and healing. And so finally, in the last module, module 3, is all about detoxification. And this is a step that oftentimes people skip. And I show you why and how toxins are a real thing, and why they're real, and we're overloaded with them in the world that we live in today. How you can complete a lifestyle detox, and then how you can empty your barrel. That I've kind of referred to, but I definitely go into how it gets filled, and how in this video in particular, I'm really excited about, because it shows you how genetics plays a role in this, how your environment plays a role in this, and then how there's an event, kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, that actually causes you to have a dis-ease of the body, whether it be like cancer or autoimmune disease or something like that. I lay it all out for you, which I know so many have come and have just talked about. It's just so prevalent these days, diseases of the body, and so this shows you exactly how that happens. And so I think that once you know this information, and once you realize how these cycles work and how these different things all add up, then you can start to peel back the layers and really look at your life and think, okay, well, what area do I want to work on now? And then you kind of just go to the different ones. But I laid it out in a way that is a really good mix of short videos. So there's not like hour-long videos. I don't like to watch hour-long videos either, really. So I broke them up in about 20-minute long videos. And also it's a good mix of resources, so text and video, which I really think will be a good mix so that you can go back and refer to this information as well. But I've also included a workbook so that you can really take action on all the information in this course. So all that to say, I really want you to take away clarity from this course like never before. There's no fluff in this course. I just want to hear myself talk, so I'm just going to keep talking about this. No, I really tried hard and really stuck to, I'm just going to tell you only the need to know information, because I don't like to sit and listen to somebody that just likes to talk. That's not me. That's not what this course is about. I want you to be armed with the information that's going to serve you for a lifetime. This is lifetime foundational practices that are really going to serve you no matter what age you are, no matter what you go through. These are things that are really you're going to take with you and that are really going to serve you forever. I've included principles, simple cycles that go on in our body that cause the balance to be thrown off, and practical ways that we can rebalance. And so throughout all of this, I just want you to know that I think we seek things that we want first, and then we bring it out. Of course, I'm always learning first, and then I apply, and then I teach to you guys. And so that's what I've done with this course as well. And it's really a culmination of the last, like I said, 10 years, but also definitely the learnings that I've I've come across in the last few months as well. Just kind of all put in there for you because I feel so passionate that we don't have to be stuck where we are, and that yes, we are going to have to fight against the current norm more than ever because it's just the world that we live in. But if we're armed with the tools, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be that hard, and that's out of reach. And so that's what I hope that I've put in this course for you guys. This is actually going to come out on Friday, so you can see more information about it. You can check all of it out. That will be available for you Friday. If you want to make sure that you stay up with the information that I'm going to send out about this and make sure you're kind of up to date with everything, you can go to my website. It's carriecoody.com/work with me, and you can sign up to be on a wait list there just to make sure you get all the information with that. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. I've spent so much of my time and effort on this course and really pouring everything that I feel like you need to really grasp this and create massive impact in your life. And so I'm excited for you guys to dive into it. It's just like my little baby, and I'm just going to present it. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I hope that you continue to follow along, whether you feel like this course is right for you or not. I always am seeking to just kind of give you little bite-sized pieces of information, different ways of doing things and seeing things, so that hopefully your eyes are open to the fact that your body can heal if you give it what it wants and you really give it time and space and what it needs to heal. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me for part one of a two-part workshop. Again, I'll be back next Wednesday at the same time and place, and I'll be talking all about how we can really look underneath the surface to see what's really going on through functional labs so that we can get an even deeper level of healing and even speed up that healing with a personalized protocol. So I'll be back talking all about that next week. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.